Good evening. Thank you for tuning in to Art Making in the Time of COVID. I am Clifford Eberly and I'll be your host this evening. On a family vacation to Wellfleet, Massachusetts in about 2008, I collected a few molted horseshoe crab shells, kept them, and brought them to California where I used them in 3 sculptures, which I will debut on Saturday evening in my studio live at 8 p.m. on plutoprojects.space. More recently, I have also made these watercolor paintings of horseshoe crabs. And there's a small one and a larger one. And they will eventually go in small test tube and a large test tube. I made 10 paintings each, and those represent the 10 eyes that a horseshoe crab has. You'll have to tune in on Saturday to find out what I actually put into the test tubes. Despite their hardness, horseshoe crabs are quite sensitive. I was thinking that perhaps that the horseshoe crab is probably my spirit animal now. So I encourage you during this time to really investigate what your spirit or totem animal could be and do some artwork about that. But now I will reveal more research I have done for my installation. On May 9th, 2018, almost 2 years ago exactly, The Atlantic published the article The Last Days of the Blue Blood Harvest, in which Sarah Zhang stated that every year more than 400,000 crabs are bled for the miraculous medical substance that flows through their bodies. Now pharmaceutical companies are finally committing to an alternative that doesn't harm animals. She goes on to explain that the horseshoe crab blood is exquisitely sensitive to toxins from bacteria. It is used to test for contamination during the manufacture of anything that might go inside the human body. Every shot, a vaccine for example, my words, every IV drip, intubation, my words, and every implanted medical device. My question, and the reason I have created the works in my installation that will be on view starting at 8 p.m. on plutoprojects.space this Saturday is, will Big Pharma continue to use the standard test for contamination called Limulus amoebocyte lysate when vaccine production increases for COVID-19 using the amoebocyte cells from horseshoe crabs? Or will they start really using instead factor C to test for contamination? If they continue to use horseshoe crab blood, more than 50,000 crabs will die of the 400,000 collected each year. At that death rate, the living fossils will certainly become dead fossils in no time, and the red knot migratory bird will no longer have the horseshoe crab eggs to eat in order to make it to the Arctic. There is hope to this story. At least there is the organization called Revive and Restore in Cape May, New Jersey, which has made it illegal to capture horseshoe crabs there so that both species survives. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope you tune in on Saturday at 8 to see my installation, Reliquary for a horseshoe crab, live. Bye-bye.